right? So this problem, example 11, there's two radicals. So what do? We know that the first step is supposed to be isolate the radical, but what about when there's two radicals? You need to isolate one of them, okay? You have to start by isolating one of them, okay? Well, I'd probably add the square root of x plus 4 to both sides. Okay, so now we've got the square root of 2x plus 6 equals 1 plus the square root of x plus 4. Okay, we've isolated one of the radicals. How do we undo this radical? Square it. So we're going to square and square. Okay, when you square square root, all you get is what's left inside. Okay, now this is a FOIL, right? You have to multiply 1 plus the square root of x plus 4 times 1 plus the square root of x plus 4, which is, if you FOIL it, 1 times 1 is 1. You're going to have 1 times the square root of x plus 4 twice. So that's plus 2 times the square root of x plus 4. And then you're going to have the square root of x plus 4 times the square root of x plus 4, which is x plus 4. Right? That's like saying the square root of x plus 4 squared. They cancel each other, and you're going to get x plus 4. Okay, so we still have one radical. That's what's going to happen in a problem like this. You still got to deal with one radical. So we need to isolate that radical now. So let's simplify and isolate the radical that's left. All right, this is 2x plus 6 equals 1 plus 4. That gives us 5 plus x plus 2 times the square root of x plus 4. Okay, now to isolate the radical, we need to move the 5 and the x that's with the radical. Right, subtract 5 and subtract x. So now we're going to have 2x minus x is x. 6 minus 5 is 1. And we still have this 2 times the square root of x plus 4. Now, did we isolate the radical? No. We would have to divide by 2, but what are we going to get if we divide by 2? Fractions. Okay. Now, if I just go ahead and square both sides now, I avoid the fractions. So that's probably what it would do. Let's just go like this. Instead of having x over 2 plus 1/2 and then trying to square that. Come on. There we go. That squared. So that is x squared plus 2x plus 1 equals 4 times x plus 4. So it squares the 2, but that's not a problem. It's better than squaring 1/2 on the other side. So this one is x squared plus 2x plus 1 equals 4x plus 16. We're going to subtract 4x, and we're going to subtract 16 from both sides. So that's a quadratic. It looks like it's a pretty standard factoring problem. What two numbers, their product is negative 15 and their sum is negative 2. Negative 5, positive 3, right? Negative 5, positive 3. So that is x minus 5 times x plus 3, which means x equals 5 and negative 3. Now, if we check them, if I put in a 5 here, I'm going to get 2 times 5 is 10 plus 6 is 16. Square root of 16 is 4. If I put in a 5 here, I get the square root of 9, which is 3. So 4 minus 3 is 1. Good. Put in a negative 3. 2 times negative 3 plus 6, that's 0. So that's 0. Negative 3 here is going to give us the square root of 1, which is 1, but it's got a negative in front. Negative 1 equals 1. No. So this is extraneous.